How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today we are talking buffalo wings. That's right, football season is in full swing, and if you're watching football games and not eating buffalo wings, you got a big problem on your hand. Now, with chicken wings, you can take them so many different ways. You could take them sweet, you could take them savory, you can take them spicy. Doesn't really matter, but in my opinion, buffalo chicken wings are the GOAT of chicken wings. You may be wondering what the heck this is. This is the Wings and Things basket from Old Hickory Pits. They have two different sizes available. I'll have a link to them down below along with a discount code. These will fit in any cooker pretty much. Just do your measurements, make sure they fit. Check out the specs on the website. These are gonna be very simple when it comes to classics. I don't like to play with them too much. So let's bring you in and show you how we're gonna prep up these buffalo chicken wings. All right, so here are the wings in the Wings and Things basket. Say that 10 times fast. But anyways, this is a pack of party wings I broke down. This was about 5 pounds, so you can easily fit at least 10 pounds in one of these bigger baskets. And honestly, I was really excited to get these because I did an event a couple months ago where I did 400 chicken wings, and handling each one individually, flipping them and all that was just a huge pain in the butt. And this is gonna work really well for seasoning and everything else. So we're starting off with, I like to call this the skin side right here, even though yes, there is skin on both sides. I start out with the thicker skin side down because that is going to be our appearance side. And all I like to do is keep it simple. Some Suckle Busters SPG, the original SPG, and I just like to go with a nice healthy layer of that. So we're gonna do that right now. Now we're gonna get these flipped over and repeat the process on the other side. All right, so you can see we have all of the wings seasoned up. That garlic's gonna give these a really nice golden color on there. We're gonna be cooking on the Old Hickory CTO today. We're gonna be running at 300 degrees. Now you can do this recipe on any cooker, even in your oven. Just adjust your temps accordingly. I typically don't like to go higher than 350 degrees for wings unless I'm doing the 0 to 400 wings, which I have a video on that. Feel free to check it out. But I think 300 degrees on the Old Hickory CTO with the convection that's in there is gonna get the result we're looking for on these wings. So, and I'm just using a very, very, very small chunk of cherry wood on this cook. I don't want these to be oversaturated with smoke, and poultry is a sponge for smoke, so just a very small chunk. Now if you're doing these on a pellet grill, you don't really have to worry about being overwhelmed with smoke flavor, but on charcoal or anything else, if I was cooking these on charcoal, I would strictly just use charcoal, no wood chunks. It's all personal preference. Do what you like. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So this is really nice because these are all seasoned up and I can just take these right out to the cooker, get them on. We're gonna get them on, let them go 30 minutes, flip them, check them, play with them a little bit, just until they're done and they're looking how we want them to. So let's head out to the Old Hickory CTO right now. All right, so we have the Old Hickory CTO rocking at 300 degrees. I'm gonna get this open. We're gonna get our wings on here, and I'm just gonna throw these right here, dead center. You can see it fits like a glove. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes. We'll come out and check them, probably give them a flip just so we get even color on all sides, and just keep playing with them until they're done and they look really, really good. So we'll see you in 30 minutes. All right, so it has been 30 minutes. We're gonna jump in and check these wings. Check that out. You can see we're starting to get some nice color. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these. All right, now we're gonna let this other side get some color, let it even out. You can see they're starting to look nice and golden from that garlic and the SPG. They're looking wonderful. I'm gonna let them go for another 30 minutes. We'll come out and check them and see how they're looking. So we'll see you then. All right, so it has been another 30 minutes. We're gonna check in on these wings. I'm just gonna bring you in for a little flyover here. But check these out, looking nice and crispy. That fat is dancing on there. These look wonderful. Let's get them off and get them sauced up. So I got my bowl here. I'm gonna get them off and get them into this bowl. All right, guys, and check out the color on those wings, nice and golden brown. If your wings are way darker than this and you're using actual wood chunks, in my opinion, they're over smoked. You just want the faint, nice flavor of the smoke on there, and these are looking good. So let's get them sauced up. And for the sauce, like I said, I like the classics, Frank's Red Hot wing sauce. Hey, they've already done all the hard work and made a wonderful sauce. Why reinvent the wheel? We're going for the classic here. Let's get these sauced up. Now we're just gonna give these a nice shake and get them all evenly coated. All right, so there we go. They're all evenly coated. So now I'm gonna get these back onto the cooker and let this sauce set up. I don't like a super wet buffalo wing, but I love the flavor. So let's get these back on the cooker right now. All right, and getting these back on, I'm going with this presentation side skin up. All right, so now that these are all coated up with sauce, they're back on the cooker. I'm gonna crank it up to 325 and let them go about 10 minutes. The reason I like doing it this way is because when you add that sauce, you kind of eliminate all that crispiness you worked hard for. But when you sauce them up, get them back on and get them screaming hot, it sets that sauce on there so you get the nice buffalo flavor, but then you get that crispy skin back a little bit. They're wonderful. So like I said, 325 for about 10 minutes, get them finished off. I know these are done. I tempt them. They're sitting at about 190, which is where I like my wings, 190, 200. They're tender, juicy, perfect. So I'll bring you back in about 10 minutes. All right, so it has been 10 minutes and check out these wings. All that buffalo color that we were looking for. Not super wet and sloppy. And I'll explain why I do this and what you can do if you like a wetter wing. But just check that out. Absolutely beautiful. Let's get these inside, let them cool for a few minutes. And best of all, we get to do the taste test. All right, guys, so we've gone ahead and let these wings cool down just a little bit, and you can see I threw them on a platter. Now, of course, this is not all the wings, but this is typically how I like to present the food. We've got a little bit of the green from the celery for contrast. And remember I said, I don't like a super saucy wing. I like it more on the dry side, which these are. But for those of you who do like a super saucy wing, sauce on the side, dunk it in. Got some ranch here because we're in Minnesota and people think ketchup is spicy. So gotta have something to cool down the wing if you so choose. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like ranch with my wings. I also like blue cheese though, so I'm not picky. But like I said, check this out. Nice and crisp on the skin. Now, this is not comparable to like a fried wing or a grilled wing, but the skin crunch is there. I don't have a knife for you to hear it, but just you're gonna have to trust me on it. Now, if you happen to have too many wings and you wanna save some for leftovers, pop these in the air fryer out of the refrigerator and that gets super nice and crispy. Or of course, you can bring them up to like 170, put them in the air fryer, crisp them up that way. Or obviously deep fry them if that's your game. But for me, wood smoked wings, especially cherry wood, nice subtle smoke on there, great flavor. They're so hard to beat. And this is how I typically always do my chicken wings. So let's jump out and let's do the taste test. All right, so it's a moment of truth. We're gonna try these. I'm going with the drummy on the first one. No sauce, no nothing, just straight off the smoker. Let's do this. I'm telling y'all, there's no sense in reinventing the wheel with buffalo wings. Keep it simple, keep it classic. Excuse me. Absolutely killer. Love them. Nice cherry wood smoke flavor from the Old Hickory CTO. I haven't found one thing that thing cannot cook. And yeah, I mean, fantastic. Now, like I said, nice and tender, still juicy, even though we took them up to almost dang near 200 degrees. Now, let's do a flat. And as always, whenever I do wings, I like to ask, what are you, team drums, team flats? Let me know in the comments below. And I think we'll do a dunk in the Franks. See how that turns out. Solid, very good. Again, just not my thing. I don't have anything like bad to say about it. I just prefer having them dry like this. Let's go Minnesota style, hit it with some ranch. Be a little basic with these. The ranch is a classic. It's got that nice coolness to it to help tone down the heat for people who really can't handle a lot of heat. I think it's a considerate option to have for people. And you know what? Even the celery, a lot of times when you get it at restaurants, you just kind of throw it off to the side, but buy some good fresh celery, hit that with the ranch if you got even hotter wings, and it really is a nice palate cleanse to kind of get you situated. Have a bite of celery, have a sip of beer, have a wing. What more could a guy want? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.